What does the future hold for Hispanic families in Idaho? This report by Idaho education nonprofit Bloom holds some answers. Here to Stay, Hispanic Parents Talk About Schools and Life in Idaho examines the significant role Hispanic families play in the state's progress. The report demonstrates that the social, educational, and economic success of Idaho's Hispanic families is entwined with the success of the state. I'm Ana Camacho, and I've spent a few days following up with other Hispanic parents in Idaho to get their reaction to this report.
Cultural awareness could use a lot of improvement. The word Hispanic is a huge umbrella.
We'll uncover that Hispanic parents prioritize strong academics, respectful environments, and caring teachers in schools. We'll find out parents' views on learning Spanish, how well schools communicate, and what parents hope the future holds for their kids. First, I discovered that the basic concerns of Hispanic parents really aren't that complicated.
As the parent, if you're not on top of it, your child might get lost, might fall through the cracks in the public school system. I know a lot of problems are due to just space, funding, obviously, and staffing.
Another issue the report explored was Hispanic parents wanting their children to speak Spanish. But many think this may be more the family's responsibility than the school's.
I think parents just really want their kids to know their roots. I believe that a school should maybe help reinforce it, but not necessarily a requirement. And so I think it's a parent's responsibility to really teach them where they come from and to teach them the Spanish that they want them to learn.
The Spanish language and the people that speak Spanish are the fastest growing population. It's a global language, and it's something that's very important.
In the report, many reacted positively to the notion of seeing Hispanic staff and students in school buildings, or having Spanish speakers on staff. Still, what's most important to Hispanic parents is that their child attends a top-notch school, regardless of its demographic makeup.
No, definitivo. Nosotros queremos a cualquier tipo de persona, pero claro que nos gusta ver gente hispana en la escuela y de otras nacionalidades también. Diversidad es bien importante.
We visited educators and parents to see how they're tackling issues mentioned in the report, such as confusion about language fluency and even special needs being overlooked because of assumptions about language capability.
If education systems focused on really digging in with the parents and having those conversations with those parents, I think they'd be even better suited in providing supports for Hispanic students.
My son has some developmental delays. And initially, when I started noticing that something was off, I went to the school district, and so they didn't think that he necessarily had a delay. They thought it was because he spoke Spanish. We went through that whole thing, and they retested him, and they realized that yes, he does need help, and the school here is doing a really good job.
When it comes to life after high school, some view college as non-negotiable. Others emphasize the importance of learning a trade or marketable skill. We heard repeated concerns about student loan debt, an echo of a national trend, and we heard Hispanic parents talk about education as a privilege for which they are grateful.
No los voy a obligar a ir al college, a la universidad, pero si ellos quieren, sí los vamos a apoyar para que continúen creciendo. Pero lo más importante es que ya salen preparados, como te dije anteriormente, para la vida real, con una profesión.
I do think college is very important. My parents immigrated to the United States, and they said, you're here to get a better education. I don't want you working out in the fields. College was instilled in me and my brother from a very young age.
Overall, this report shows that Hispanic parents need clear communication with teachers, particularly for academic struggles. It's vital to address problems in math learning, make ESL programs better targeted, and handle sensitive issues with care. By giving parents information about college expenses, financial assistance, and other job training, we can help them prepare for their children's future.
The word Hispanic is a huge umbrella. We are Mexicanos, Americanos, Colombianos. I'm a Chicana, Nicaraguans, they speak Spanish. That's the common thing that we have. But every single group has their own cultural identity.
In exploring the Here to Stay report, we've highlighted its valuable insights for educators and decision makers. With much more to uncover, we urge those in education and leadership to read the report to better understand Hispanic families' unique needs and perspectives. Together, we can create inclusive, supportive environments for our children to learn and grow.